Hey traders and crypto enthusiasts across the globe, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emmanuel Patrick. On this video I'll be teaching you guys about the bullish candlesticks, and this video will clearly explain to you the different kinds of candlestick that is common on any stock or crypto market chart. There are different types of bullish candlesticks in the market, and I clearly outline the 7 major types that are in the market. The 7 major types are the Dragonfly Doji, we have the Hammer, we also have the Bullish Engulfing, the Piercing, the Tweezer Bottom, 3 White Soldiers, and the Morning Star. The Dragonfly Doji looks like this. You can see the image, and this is how to recognize the Dragonfly Doji. There must be a preceding downtrend, and it looks like a letter T. It looks like letter T. The opening, the highest and closing price are same, and it has no real body but a longer lower shadow. Yeah, you can see that the closing price in my first video on the candlesticks anatomy, I'll put that in the video description for you to see. I taught people about the closing, opening, and high and low prices, the anatomy of the candlestick. So the closing, the open, the closing, and the highest price are all the same. So look at this, and that is true if you understand the anatomy of a candlestick. So it has no real body but has a long lower shadow. There's another kind of Dragonfly Doji. We call it the long-legged Doji. Long-legged, the leg is longer than this. They are always very tall, longer than this. Long-legged Doji. But I didn't include that here because it's not very common in the market. But the Dragonfly Doji, this particular one, is always common anyway. So what's the market psychology behind the Dragonfly Doji? You know, when the market opens, the BAs are the short sellers, and when you hear bears and bulls, bears just mean the sellers. It's a slang in the forex, crypto markets, in any market. The bears stands for the sellers. It's just a slang for sellers, and the bulls are for the buyers. When the market is bearish, there are more sellers in the market. When the market is bullish, there are more buyers in the market. So when the market opens, the bears, the short sellers, will drag the price all the way down, resulting in a long lower shadow. The bulls, the long buyers, will fight back strongly and eventually manage to push the price back up to the opening level. And the longer the lower shadow, the more effective the bullish signal. It tells us that the bulls are strong enough to conquer the bears who once dragged the price so low. You can see that right here. Everything I said there can be clearly seen in this illustration. Alright, the next candlestick is, okay, how do you trade the Dragonfly Doji? You look for the Dragonfly Doji at the bottom of a downtrend. All bullish candlesticks are base traded when you find them at the bottom of a downtrend. Then you wait for the next candle to close above the high of the Dragonfly Doji to confirm the existence of the bullish flow. The confirmation is always done when the next candle, the next session, closes above the high. Then you open the long position. Opening a long position means buying long, predicting that the price of the asset will go up. Selling short means you're predicting that the price of the asset will go down. But selling short doesn't happen on exchanges or like Binance and all those guys. What you use to sell short on Binance and all those places are stable currencies. So buying long on a broker or exchanges like BitMEX for cryptocurrency, you're predicting that the price of the asset will go up from there. And if you sell short, you're predicting that it will go down. So buy long upon confirmation of the bullish force and place a stop loss below the low of the Dragonfly Doji. The next bullish candlestick is the Hammer. This is how the Hammer looks like. Look at this. You'll see how the Hammer looks like. Then how do you recognize the Hammer? There must be a preceding downtrend, and it looks like a square lollipop with a long stick. The Hammer looks like a square lollipop with a long stick. The closing price is above or near the opening price, forming a tiny body. The real body could be green or red. It has no or little upper shadow. The lower shadow is at least twice of the length of the real body. Yeah, that's true. If you measure this in length, it's twice of this. The lower shadow is twice of the real body. So that clearly explains how you can recognize the hammer in the market. So the market psychology behind the hammer is similar to the Dragonfly Doji. When the market opens, the BAs continuously drag the price down during the session, resulting in a long lower shadow. And then the bulls or long buyers fight strongly and conquer the BAs by pushing the price above. The longer the lower shadow, the more effective the bullish signal. And it tells us that the bulls are strong enough to conquer the market, the BAs who drag the price so low. This can be seen here. The bulls, the BAs dragged the price so low, and the bulls were able to push it back up. Then when the bulls came in, but the BAs dragged it low, and the BAs were able to push it back up again. It can be a green or red candle. The green is for the bullish and the red is for the bearish. So how do you trade the hammer? You look for the hammer at the bottom of the downtrend and wait for the next candle to close above the high of the hammer to confirm the existence of a bullish force in the market. If you don't see that confirmation, please don't go there. Open a long position, buy long and open upon your confirmation. Then place a stop loss below the low of the hammer. Stop loss should be below the low of the hammer. Below the low of the hammer. This is the low of the hammer. The stop loss should be at any percentage below the low of the hammer that you can accumulate, or based on your analysis what you can take. And the next candle is the bullish engulfing. This is how the bullish engulfing looks like. It looks like this. It looks so sexy. So how do you recognize the bullish engulfing? There must be a preceding downtrend for all bullish candles. A shorter red candle followed by a longer green candle. The green candle opens lower and closes higher than the red candle, completely engulfing it. You can see that here. Everything I said can be seen here. So the market psychology behind the bullish engulfing. The red candle implies the control of the BA following a prolonged downtrend. In the next session of the trade, the next session is the green candle here. In the next session of the trade, the market opens below the low of the red candle, suggesting continuation of the bearish force. The BAs then lose momentum. The bulls take charge and leads price up during the session, and eventually they manage to close above the high of the red candle. And the bulls have now fully overridden the BAs. Everything that I said can be seen here. Look at this. That's why I said it's very sexy. When the BAs were playing the market, and now the bulls conquered them in every angle. They open below their closing and close above their opening. That's very amazing, and I love the bullish candlestick, the bullish engulfing. I love it. So how do you trade the bullish engulfing? Look for the bullish engulfing at the bottom of the downtrend. Wait for the next candle to close above the high of the green candle to confirm the existence of a bullish force. If you don't see any confirmation, please don't go there. I will always advise you to do that. So open a long position upon confirmation. Upon your confirmation, you open a long position and then place a stop loss below the low of the green candle. And the next one is the piercing. This is how it looks like. The piercing looks like this. Another sexy candle. So how do you recognize the piercing? There must be a preceding downtrend, a red candle followed by a green candle. The green candle opens with a gap down and closes at 50% or above the real body of the red candle. Look at that. Everything I said there, it can be clearly seen here. So what's the market psychology behind the piercing candlestick? The market psychology when I say market psychology, I mean what drives this price, what makes it this way, what drives it apart from the fundamentals, what makes it this way. The psychology of the market. The red candle implies that the control of the BA following the red candle implies the control of the BA following a prolonged downtrend. In the next session, the market opens below the low of the red candle, suggesting a continuation of the bearish force. The BAs then lose momentum eventually. Wow. The BAs can be conquered, and the bulls conquer and leads the price up during the session. Everybody loves the bullish market and eventually managed to cover 50% losses or more from the previous session. Look at this. What I said there can be seen here. So when you see that kind of piercing, a green candle piercing the red candle, you wait for a confirmation, then you trade for it. You trade. Look at this. How do you trade the piercing Japanese candlestick pattern? Look for the piercing at the bottom of the downtrend. You wait for the next candle to confirm the existence of a bullish force. If there is no confirmation, please don't go there. Open a long position upon confirmation and place a stop loss below the low of the green candle. When I say open a long position, I hope you understand what I mean. I mean buying long. That means you are predicting that the price of the asset will go up. You can now buy the asset and hold. You're buying the asset. The next one is the tweezer bottom. These are the tweezer bottom looks like. This is why it's called the tweezer bottom. I'll show you why. And there must be a preceding downtrend, a red candle followed by a green candle, and both candles have the same low. This is a low of the both candles. Both candles have the same low. And then what is the psychology behind the tweezer bottom? The candles in both sessions form the same low, suggesting that the market refuses to go below that price level. And once the price touches the floor, it bounces back. When I say floor, okay, if you use Bollinger Bands, you see what people call floor, or if you use support and resistance, you see what people call floor. And when the market touches the floor, it bounces back. The price level may be viewed as a short-term support. The closing price of the green candle shies away from the lower further than the red one does, and it shows that the bullish force are getting stronger. Did you understand what I said lastly? If you didn't understand, look at this and read what I have here. So how do you trade the tweezer bottom Japanese candlesticks? Look for the tweezer bottom at the bottom of a low of a downtrend, and then wait for the next candle to close above the high of the two candle to confirm the existence of a bullish force. After that, you open a long position upon confirmation and then place a stop loss below the low of the two candles. You should understand what that means. I'll show you how to place the stop loss below the low. The three white soldiers. I love this candlestick. After the Dragonfly Doji, my next base is the three white soldiers before the bullish engulfing. These three white soldiers, it's a real bull market. I love this candlestick. I've used it a lot of times. It keeps giving me profits, and it's not easy to find it on the chart anyway. You do a lot of work searching for it. Then how do you recognize this? There must be a preceding downtrend, like it was coming down from here, then market picks up like this. So there must be a preceding downtrend. 3 consecutive long green candles observed. The second and third opens within the body of the preceding one, but closes higher than the preceding one. Keep opening and closing, opening and closing. This shows that the market is growing organically and not just any pump that just push and increases volatility. So the market is growing organically here, and you can afford to take the risks, but always use stop loss. The market psychology behind the 3 white soldiers. The first long green candle signals that the BS are exhausted. Wow. BS. After a prolonged downtrend and the bulls start to take over, the bulls continue to rally with subsequent 2 candles closing higher. They continue to rally, they keep buying and buying and buying, and as more demands comes in, the price keeps going higher. And how do you trade the 3 white soldiers? Look for the 3 white soldiers at the bottom of the downtrend and wait for the 4th candle to close above the high of the 3rd candle to confirm the reversal. Then open the long position upon confirmation and place a stop loss below the low of the first green candle. You should understand what I mean there. Place a stop loss below the low of the first green candle. The next one is the morning star, and this should be the last one. The morning star looks like this: bearish, bullish, and 50%. Let me explain what that means. How do you recognize the morning star? There must be a preceding downtrend. The first candle will have has a long and red body. first candle is this one, which has a long and red body. The second candle opens with a gap down and has a tiny green or red body. This one can be green or red, but I recommend the green one. The third candle opens with a gap up and closes at 50% or above the first candle. Look at this. Closes at 50% above the body. This 50% of the body closes at 50% above, like closes above the 50% of this first candle. So that is how to recognize it. Then what is the psychology behind the morning star? The first red candle implies that the dominance of the bears, implies dominance of the bears in the market, which was in the downtrend, and the gap down of the second candle further confirms the bearish force. But the tiny candle body tells us that the bears start to lose momentum. This tiny candle body you've seen here, this guy over here, and the strong man that caused everything. The gap up of the third candle indicates that the bulls are overriding and eventually managed to make up 50% losses or more from the first long red candle. They make up the 50% losses. The bears eventually managed to push up the market like this. This is what it means. They managed to make up 50% losses. Why it was referred to as 50% losses is because the market opened here, came all the way down, causing losses, and then this was able to help us recover 50% losses and closing above 50% of that. So that is how to recognize. That is the psychology behind it. And how do you trade it? Look for the morning star at the bottom of the downtrend and wait for the fourth candle to close above the high of the third green to confirm the existence of a bullish force. After that, you open a long position upon confirmation and then place a stop loss below the low of the second candle. These are some bullish candlesticks on the real market charts. Look at this. This guy here that I pointed out, this guy and this guy are the bullish engulfing pattern in an uptrend. And as you can see here, these guys are the three white soldiers. You can call them three white soldiers. This is a doji, dragonfly doji. You can see after the doji, that is why I love dojis. The dragonfly doji, after the doji, confirmation, closing higher. These guys can be confirmation. Confirmation with three white soldiers. Three white soldiers confirmed the doji. And if I was a guy who saw this, I'll buy long, like I'll buy the asset. And look at this, it kept on going and going on and 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 da 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 da. And that is how the market keeps going. This is another doji. It's another doji. You can see dojis. This is a hammer. This is a red hammer. This is a hammer. You can see that the market keeps going up and up and up and up and up. These bullish candlesticks helps to give you the signal. If you watch the candlesticks anatomy, I give you guys the advantages of candlestick. Please check the video description to see that video if you haven't seen it, because it's a prerequisite for this video. You have to see it and understand the anatomy of a candlestick before you even come down here. And for more information, please like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Do not forget to share this video to your family and friends. Please do that. Our next video will be on these three topics. The first topic is the bearish candlestick, and the second one is the support and resistance analysis. I'll teach you guys about the support and resistance analysis. Then the third one is going to be about the Satoshi calculator, Satoshi values. When I say Satoshi value calculator, the Satoshi value. When you understand this third video, then you are welcome to the crypto world. When you understand this, because this is where the game is played. The game of valuation and devaluation is played here on the Satoshi fraction of Bitcoin. Let me just give you an insight. Bitcoin is measured in an 8 decimal place. When I make the video, you understand. Please join our Telegram channel, telegram.me, that's t.me/AdlenWithEmpato, and check the video description for more subscription. Thank you very much, guys. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you.